Hi everyone, this is the Irish Citizens Movement, and I just wanted to just hit up on some articles here that I've been reading in through. And firstly, it is an Irish Independent article which has come up. It's after drawing attention, of course, because these articles are a rapid piece of information that has always been across the media websites, especially the last couple of years. And of course, they are just total scaremongering material. They have no factuality to them. They really are just fibs, full of fibs. And this, of course, is brought to you by news media that is pro Fine Gael, pro Fianna Fáil, pro Labour. It's a liberal news media, of course. It's a news media that hates the Irish people, and any normal Irish person, any normal hard-working Irish person who actually loves this country and wants to do their best for this country. This media hates them. And I don't like reading it, but I have to do it because it's important to be obviously informationally tactile, in times like these. You really do have to have great information within your mind, because otherwise, in a clown world like this, you're just going to end up one of the sheeple, and there is many of them. So you do have to keep yourself informed of the nonsense that's just been around, brainwashing material nonsense. So this article is about a summer wave hitting. Now, there's more chance of summer wave hitting than a tsunami hitting this country, really. And that's a tsunami in the sense of aquatic water. This is another rubbish convid article, written, of course, by a lefty liberal Irish O'Regan. And that's all this person is, to be honest. You don't even have to read up on her to know that that is what she is. So they are doing the scaremonger, and again they go, whether it's a staycation at home or a trip to a favourite holiday hotspot in Europe this summer, there is no escaping the rising COVID-19 wave. So they're back at it again. Just after the disgusting show at the general election, well, the local elections in Ireland, general elections will be coming up whenever it is called in 2025. We hope it's 2025. Should be a definite, but we do have a fully dictatorial form of government now within Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil. Well, we are really in a dictatorship, and that is the truth. I mean, it's the same powers that be over 100 years now in this country. But the only thing is, if you go back 40 years in this country to the 70s, Ireland did have a sense of identity, some sort of sovereignty in a way, but we never really had sovereignty, to be honest. We sold ourselves to the ECB in 1973. We were one of the first members of the EU, which is basically a pact to destroy every Western European culture and basically whitewash all of Europe. That is their plan, and that is what they want to do. They've been scheming about that since the early 1920s, 1925 to be precise. A certain man with the initials, I can only say it by the phonetic alphabet. So K for Kilo, A for Alpha, L for Lima. Then it is E for Echo, R for Romeo, G for Golf, I for India. Certain man by that name first out with the plan to whitewash Europe, wipe all our identity, take away our values of family and Christianity, our home beliefs, everything that makes us Irish, or anything that even would make a German, or an Austrian, or anything that would make a Frenchman, or a French woman, a French woman. It's just across the board. Even in Scandinavia, their culture has been wiped across the board. They have so many terrorist atrocities. It's just hard to even put into words how terrible it is. Same with this country in Ireland. We are being deflected, we are being distracted with this COVID nonsense. We are being distracted with this new nonsense of swine flu, new nonsense of bird flu. which is totally going to be the new agenda that they will go forward with fully, and it will ramp up around October, where there is a big election going on across the water, which was, in my opinion, totally rigged and stolen in 2020, which is a bit obvious because how could you vote for such an incompetent waster of a person that is Joe Biden? President Trump, of course, he said it many times, he's been put through the ringer in America now. And you see it all across. And you know, it is only an election interference happening over that side as well. In this country, it's happening too. Anyone who has a differential opinion to the leftists and the clowns in this country, the liberal leftist media in this country, and the liberal leftist people in this country who are do-gooders, who just want to see the destruction and damnation of Irish people because they're resentful that they never got treated properly, maybe in schools or in institutions. Well, where they should be is institutions, that's for a fact. These people are crazy in the minds. These people are loco. And we have many of them in our country now who seem to fawn over everyone who isn't Irish. And they seem to have such self-hatred and such hatred for their own people. But yet they love everyone who's not Irish. And they love COVID. And they're all jabbed to the nines. But what I will finish up on, lads, is the fact that you should never take notice of any of this. Don't mind it. It is nonsense. Live your lives. Live it as what you will. Or whatever you want it to be. Just never buy any of this rubbish. And never fall for any of this rubbish again. Thank you. This has been the Irish Citizens Movement channel. Subscribe if you wish.